Okay. Hi everyone. This is EJ, and I'm finally doing another episode of my late night rambles. Now, I don't think it's late night. What time is it even? It's 10:30 at night. Okay. Well, that's not too late. It doesn't really matter, but um I I want to apologize for being away for so long. Um I don't know. I did an episode prior to this one, and I wasn't really enjoying how that episode, you know, I don't know. I think I just didn't like the feeling of that episode. I was talking about something that was kind of personal to me, um, which I'm going to talk about something personal again in this episode, but I don't know. I think it was just the topic I was talking about. Just, I guess I just didn't feel comfortable keeping that layer of myself on the internet. I guess that's the reason for it not being there. But I did private the video. The video is still available, it's just privated. So maybe in the future I'll unprivate it. I don't know. But I hope everyone's doing well who's listening. Um, I really do hope everyone's doing well. I feel like we're in a time where, especially in the season where emotions run high, and a lot of us just feel very lost sometimes. I know I do a lot. That's something I struggle with from time to time. And it's led me down this really dark type of path mentally to and emotionally really, but it's led me down this dark path to where now I'm kind of depressed from time to time. And I hardly really admit that, and it's hard to admit that on camera. Not camera. I mean on just publicly, like through a podcast. It's hard to admit that. I think one of the biggest things is we really have to learn to believe in ourselves and love ourselves enough so that we don't get easily thrown off or shooken from things happening to us in the world. And my problem is sometimes I don't fully believe in myself to what I can do and what I can achieve. And I think that's what led me to feeling the way I do, and just doubting myself sometimes, really. And then, I sometimes I just feel like I can just, and maybe some other people feel the same. Like sometimes you feel like you just always can mess something up sometimes, and it's just the most annoying feeling. Um, this friend might get kind of weirded. They might not like that I'm talking about this. Excuse me, but I have a friend who does listen to these from time to time when they get the chance. Um, and me and that friend had a little situation today where they've been really emotional, just like how I've been. But they had a day where they just kind of shut down and didn't really want to talk to anybody. And I really wanted to talk to them about it that day, but that friend was, I knew they just were not in the mood to talk about it. So we finally um, were able to connect again and get on the phone. But I've had friends previously go through things emotionally, and sometimes they just don't want to talk about it. Um, and in that moment, I felt like my friend really didn't want to talk about that. So I decided to just talk about whatever. Usually in our phone calls, we just catch up on life, or I'll say whatever happened in my day, which is like, I'll talk about my job, which is a trip, and I might do a full episode about my job. Um, and we'll talk about my job, or, I like to listen to my friend talk about what's going on in their life. And we just give each other advice. And honestly, my friend gives way better advice than I do. I feel like my friend is so good at giving advice. And I try my best to give advice, but I just love hearing my friend give advice. Not for the sake of me, but I just feel like it's something that he does so well. Just really helping someone through something. And I feel like I can never do him justice when I'm giving advice back, because I feel like it's not as great as what he's doing. But he was going through something, and I should have probably mentioned it first as soon as we got on the phone, but instead I just wanted to make the conversation a little bit, not like maybe fun, but just talk about something else to occupy his mind. And my friend was, annoyed that I didn't, cut to the topic of why they were upset. And it made me feel bad, because it made me feel like, it made me feel like, damn, like, like I'm not really caring, or I'm not caring enough to ask you. But you know, it's life, and sometimes we may make little mistakes, and I do feel bad that I didn't say something from the jump. But I did explain to my friend that I really genuinely, like, my thought as soon as I picked up the phone was, don't mention it, because he might not want to talk about what's going on right now. Just talk about something else to take his mind off of it. And then I just kept playing around with it to figure out when to say something. But I just felt like maybe my friend does not want to talk about this. But let that be a lesson, you guys, to everyone listening. If your friend is dealing with something, then say something in the beginning and ask them, are they okay, first. And even though you may be trying to, you having good intentions, sometimes it is best to do that first. And I wish I did that first before trying to change the topic to something maybe, lighter. Because I think that's one thing that we hate most as people, is we hate just feeling like someone doesn't care what's going on. And that's something I hate too. I hate, when it feels like someone just does not want to really listen to what you're dealing with. And it just, it can infuriate you sometimes. And that's something I understand. But that was something that kind of messed with me today a little bit, had me upset. I was just thinking about that friend, and I've been stuck in this headspace lately where I don't know. I've been just really upset from time to time from different things. I'm feeling a little bit better now because I was able to talk to my mom and open up to her about my emotions. And she now is helping me to find a therapist because I've come to the conclusion that I do need one from things I've dealt with in my past, and just to help me cope and to help me, just someone who can, you know, aid me through my journey, um, to continue growing and continue getting stronger. And sometimes you do need the help of someone who, you know, who is gifted to do that. Especially, I feel like in the black community, especially us, like African Americans, in our youth, we've always been taught that therapy is just weak, it's for weak people, and it's unnecessary, and all you need to do is pray or go to church and you'll be better. But they forget that there are people who are blessed with the gift to help someone get through something, and you shouldn't be afraid to go do that. So that's something I had to let myself know, which is that it's okay. One, it's okay to not be okay, and it's okay to ask for help. And so that's what I'm doing now. So, I don't know. Honestly, you guys, I'm in this space right now. I feel lost sometimes, and I don't really know what I'm doing or where I'm going. Like I moved to, well, I don't know if I should say my location. Maybe I already said it before. It doesn't really matter. But, okay, well, I live in Miami, and I moved down here with my brother to achieve my art career and learn more. But sometimes it feels like I'm abandoning my art career, and that upsets me and makes me feel like I'm just not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. It makes me feel like I'm not doing what God called me to do, what the universe is laying out for me to do. It feels like I'm just straying away from it. But then it also shows me that maybe I'm following the path I'm supposed to be following and doing the things I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know. And I'm sitting here now doing a podcast just to, I guess, help me cope with the emotions I'm doing. I mean, the emotions I'm feeling. I'm sorry, it's not late night, but girl, it feels like like it's late at night. So my mind is just fading at this point because I'm so tired. Um, but yeah, you guys, I think one thing I know, and that's to anybody who's listening to this, is I know that we all are going to be okay. And I know that every single one of us is dealing with so many issues, and we're fighting so many battles externally and internally, and we just don't know, you know, when it will stop sometimes, or we don't know how we're going to get through it. But when times get rough, I like to take a step back and see the beauty in it. See the beauty in the moments where I am losing my mind and I feel like I don't know what is going on in my life. Because in those moments is where we learn so much. And not just that, but sometimes when stuff like that happens, it means that you're doing the right thing and you're moving the way you're supposed to. I feel like sometimes if things are going too well, that means that we're not, moving forward. I feel like for us to move forward, we have to mess up a little bit. and even not mess up, but you're doing well, but maybe there's just a day where you feel blue, or a day where you feel like you have some internal problems that you're fighting. It's days like those are really, it's those type of days that really we have character growth and we learn. So that's something that I don't know, I've been feeling. And I just hope I get better emotionally, because I feel like things are going really well for me in life, but my my vision is so clouded I'm not able to see it. I always have other people telling me how proud they are of me and how they see me doing big things or already doing big things, but to me I don't see it sometimes. And sometimes I feel like I'm just not doing enough. So that's an internal battle that I'm dealing with. And it's in this moment that I'm finding the beauty of it. The beauty of my character growth and learning my real purpose here. So that's what that is. And I don't even know anymore. I'm kind of, as I said, it's late night rambles, so when you click on this, you're clicking on it to get lost a little bit, because sometimes I don't even know what I'm saying. But alright, you guys, I don't think this episode is meant to be that long. And I'm so sorry if it seems a little bit dark. I don't know. Was it? Maybe. Or depressing? I hope not. I just needed to have an outlet to talk about this stuff. And if someone connects with it or vibes with it, then I'm happy to know that it resonates with someone. I'm happy that I had someone who commented on my last video, which I don't know if they're still here or not. If you're still here, love, but it was nice having a new supporter, jump on the train. So, alrighty. Thank you so much for listening, and I hopefully will I'm going to try to be more frequent with these, you guys, but I'm going to try to do my job rant in the next one. And honestly, that one might not be a ASMR type of thing, simply because it's going to be a rant, so I might be yelling. I might be yelling in that one, so we'll see. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Love you, bye.